Hello, my name is Jaden Ramos. My formative essay is on human trafficking. As the Polaris Project states, human trafficking is the stealing of freedom for profit through a multitude of different ways, whether it be coercion, force, or manipulation. People all around the world are a part of this human trafficking ring, whether it be from a person, people, or organizations. There are a variety of different groups out there, different ways and different methods to get people involved in human trafficking. One of the major ways is emotionally, whether it be a person or a group, preying on people who are emotionally unstable and maybe not in the best financial situation. An example of this may be a prostitute or a sex worker being manipulated or and being put in a situation where they're alone and vulnerable to this kind of attack. Then they're forced, put in a situation where they have to work for someone, they don't have any escape, and since people are emotionally weak, they feel like maybe they deserve it, or maybe they don't have a way out, and they don't know who to contact. Like, and for example, according to Homeland Security, even people in highly public settings wouldn't tell people as they fear for their lives, fear law enforcement, or they feel that they may die, or they may be doing something wrong. A couple of myths about human trafficking is that it's mostly around kidnapping. That's not the case, as I just stated. It could be from emotional trauma. Also force. Kidnapping is also a way for people to be involved in human trafficking. But mostly emotional and mental vulnerabilities that people pick on and use to make their way into human trafficking. Also, another myth is that it's from random people. One thing you'll find as you observe cases is that it's not just from random people. Maybe someone, a friend or a family member, in some cases even a partner or even your own parents, who have manipulated you or have brought you into human trafficking, whether it be for their own financial gain or any other reasons that they may have. Another thing is this case in Mexico of a girl named Tanya. She was brought into a traffic ring, a young girl in her teens, brought into the traffic ring at the age of 18, and was held in Mexico for 4 years. And they said that she was raped 30 times a day for 7 days a week, for 4 years straight. Now, that's one of the more extreme cases around human trafficking that just shows you the severity of these crimes and how absurd they could be, what scale, the magnitude of them. Also, according to the Polaris Project, each year, around the world, in 2017, over 23 million people have been counted to be a part of human trafficking, whether it be through work or sex. Those are the primary two groups: forced work and also forced sex work. So even men, like many people may think that it's just women into sex trafficking. Half of the people involved in the sex trafficking have been found to be men as well, whether it be men working for a pimp or part of a ring, or even pimps themselves being forced by a higher power. There's also men involved in the trafficking ring too. Human trafficking is a topic that needs more light shed on it, as although it generates so much revenue, it's second in the world, generating billions of dollars, only second to drug trafficking. It's a very powerful and very real issue, but a lot of people choose to ignore it just because we live in the United States. It may not be as prevalent here, but one thing you need to realize that in third countries, it's like a very prevalent issue, whether it be in other countries as Mexico or India, which are two of the biggest drug trafficking and trafficking rings in general. It's one of the most one of the most swept under the rug issues that we have in the world today, and it needs more light shed on it. Thank you.